Motherfuckers in the hood will cut out the bottom of a milk crate and fucking play basketball.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
We used to make toilets in the Marine Corps for the field to cut a hole in the top, put some cushioning on it. I think I talked about this before. Put some kind of foam.
What kind of cushion? A foam cushion.
Like find some foam and put some duct tape and wrap it up
to alleviate your cheeks.
Yeah, and then you just.
Or you're gonna get the crate marks in your ass.
Yeah, or if you don't, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So then you just take your crate when it's time to go. Hopefully, you take some gloves because somebody else probably pissed on it at some point while they're fucking taking their shit. But
man, dude, that's pretty wild, Jared. I'm sorry you had to do that.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Like shitting outdoors is probably easier than you think it is.
Well, I'm tempted to try that, but I will have to go to an undisclosed location.
Yeah, you gotta fucking go out to the middle of nowhere. Like you gotta dig your hole, and it's gotta be pretty deep.
You gotta dig a deep hole
because you don't want animals coming by digging it up and fucking toilet paper flying across wherever.
Mother Nature.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab.
I'm glad that we're doing this.
Same here.
I'm glad we're here because I'm sure the people are happy that we're here because we were not here last week. And that's my fault, folks.
I'm surprised we didn't hear anybody say talk shit.
Well, they probably were like, hey, these guys are busy. They're stressed. They're tired. They're hardworking. They are American. And with that being said, folks, sorry for last week's hiatus. We do apologize. We do not like to leave people hanging, as the young folks like to say. But we would like to welcome you to episode 104. Yes, 104 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. Oh, and we got some new noises.
That wasn't new. I just never use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you learn something new every day, folks. And Oliver is here with us. Thanks for always joining us, bud, even though you really don't say much, but that's okay. So we have a lot to get to this week. And to start things off, the first thing I want to say is I am so happy football is back on. Aren't you excited? I know, we know how Jared feels about being emotionally attached to sports. However, it is awesome. Thursday night's game against the Cowboys in Tampa Bay with the terrific Tom Brady. Yeah.
Tom terrific.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. He won in Tom Brady fashion.
Of course, we knew it was going to be Tom Brady fashion. I said the whole time. I was like,
well, I'm not saying I was denying you.
First of all, hold on.
The game was a lot better than I thought it would be.
Where we were at, there was some Cowboys fans in there like, yeah, I told you, like they always do. And then guess what? You gave Tom terrific a minute and 36 seconds left, fucking with very little needed to win.
He was just like, yawn, pass,
yeah, like,
yawn, pass.
Done this 1,000 times.
Kick, win. Yeah, so, the Cowboys kicker. I don't know if he's going to be on the team any longer. But that was a very fun opening game for the season, and we are looking forward to the games on Sunday. I know this will be released the day after that. So with that being said,
I guess the Hall of Fame game just doesn't even count anymore, huh?
Oh.
That's not a preseason game, really?
I mean, it's considered a preseason game.
Oh, I thought it was like the first game of the season.
Well, no, it's just a Hall of Fame game. They don't really start starters, and so I consider it preseason. But hopefully this time Monday, the Steelers will have beaten the Bills, and if they don't, I will accept that for what it is because this year,
there you go.
I am going to keep my expectations low.
Growth.
It's not growth. It's actually me trying to avoid depression.
Well, it's still growth.
Okay.
I'm
growing up,
again,
folks.
You're not investing your total emotions.
Oh, no, I am. I'm just going to remain
your well-being on something that you can't control. What's that poem? The serendipity poem?
I do. It sounds familiar. I do not know it off the top of my head.
50 says in his thing, it's like the Alcoholics Anonymous thing.
like the 12
to control. Give me God. Give me the I can't remember what it is. God, give me the strength to like care about the stuff that I can control and not care about the stuff I can't control. I'm saying it totally wrong. But
that's the idea of it. All right, the idea. But that's okay. So really excited. Let's go Steelers. And to all the Washington football fans out there, I hope you guys have a great season as well. Anyway, moving on. So while we were gone for a week, I have invested some time into what Jared wanted me to do a few weeks ago. I actually listened to him for once, just one time, maybe twice. I started watching What If, the new Marvel series, the animated series.
Buddy.
It's really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I will be honest with you.
It took you fucking 4 weeks to realize.
That's okay. That's okay. I am a person who does things on my own time. All right.
Excuse me. Shit.
I know.
That one came out of nowhere. Even the first one, I was like, oh, okay. It was cool. I was disappointed because it was so short, but like then you have to remember it's animation. It takes a lot to fucking.
The animation in it is fucking awesome, folks. If you have not seen it,
the art, the style of it, the flow, the movement of the animation is fucking crazy.
It's like top tier shit. Like seriously,
I want to say they were using Flash or not. It's not Flash anymore. It would probably. They're using some kind of software to do all the work in at the same time. And it's probably Adobe. I would have to check it, see exactly what it was. I'm going to actually look that up. I'm going to figure out what software they're using. But, yeah, other than that, What If, man? If you're not watching What If.
And you're a Marvel fan.
And you're MCU fan, then you are totally missing out.
I did fall asleep through the 5th episode last night because I was tired, so I did not finish that. If you wanted to talk about that, I will finish it tonight.
Well, you saw basically what happened though.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like and that's kind of what me and Greg were talking about last night. It's like I'm not a big fan of zombies. It was cool, but I'm not a big fan of zombies. So
well, the zombie thing is probably
played
out. Yeah. If it's done to a certain degree, maybe, but it's hard to kind of get back into that wave, especially like, after The Walking Dead had its monumental, first couple seasons, and now it's like, who still watches that shit?
Yeah, some people do.
I know. I actually know of maybe 3 people that still watch it, but I haven't watched it since like season 6, and it's on like season 10 now, I think, going on 11. I could be very wrong about that, but it's been quite some time since I watched it and whatnot. But yeah, I was very impressed with What If. Then it got me kind of feeling all the animated stuff. So I started rewatching the Batman animated series again.
It's weird though. It kind of did the same thing for me. Like now I'm starting to watch more animated.
Yeah, well, dude, I was like, oh, I forgot how cool this shit is, right?
Yeah, you do forget.
Because we get so caught up in work and life and all sorts of shit, and it's like
watching regular shows. And everything.
There's nothing like a good animated show, whether it may be anime, because I know there's a ton of fans out there. That includes me. Or just general animation in general, such as What If, or taking it back to 92 with the Batman animated series, which is still very well done for...
Yeah, that's just timeless.
Yeah, I mean...
They picked the perfect time frame to set it in, like the 50s, I guess with the 50s, 60s kind of? Or is that the 30s?
No, I would say it's more in the 50s and 60s, because if it was in the 30s... Well, because, you got the blimp and everything.
Oh, yeah, the cars are different.
Yeah. But still, just the overall, that's just such a great cartoon. If you have never seen the Batman,
maybe even the 40s, like late 40s, early 50s, I think, like 'cause that's when the mob was like. What was
Can you Google that?
What was Al Capone up?
He was. I would say that was in the 30s, dude.
Batman animated.
And this is the Batman animated series. There's a lot of different animated Batman shows, but this is the series.
Batman animated series.
And I started kind of binging that a little bit, and it was just like, man, this shit is so badass, dude. Definitely kind of binged that a little bit, and whatnot. And so, did you find it? Nah.
Hold on. Relax. Keep talking.
I'm talking. I just obviously got distracted.
40s and 50s. Yeah,
40s and 50s. Okay, so sweet.
I
So
was thinking about the cars and the mob and everything. Like,
yeah, excellent show. God, yeah, dude. No.
Oh, let's not forget, still arguably the best Joker of all time, even though he never played him on TV or on a screen.
Oh, Mark Hamill.
Mark
dude.
Hamill.
Mark Hamill. It's crazy he can make that voice, dude.
Yeah, like his normal voice is like kind of soft.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Hello, bats," and doing all that other. Yeah, so big shout out to
that's
him.
Pretty good.
Oh well, I talk to myself when no one's around.
I bet you do.
I do, and that is probably why I am the way I am. But nonetheless, do you know what we didn't talk about?
What?
Which I wanted to bring up maybe 2 weeks ago on our last show when we had our good friend Jessica here. Shout out to Jessica. Hope
Shout
everything is okay.
Out.
Shout out. And I wanted to talk about the fucking milk crate challenge.
Oh, yeah, that's old news.
Well, it's old news now, so I feel like talking about it, it's not going to do anything for everybody. But my question is, what the fuck?
I don't know. There's some.
And then they
people.
start selling milk crates in front of buildings and shit.
Well, I mean, people don't realize it. When I saw something about that too, people don't realize that they're like grocery stores get a lot of those because.
Oh no, I believe it. But just now that I guess it's in social media, it's like you start to see. It's like when you buy your car, and then you see your car everywhere.
Motherfuckers in the hood will cut out the bottom of a milk crate and fucking play basketball.
Oh yeah, no, I understand
We
that.
used to make toilets in the Marine Corps for the field to cut a hole in the top. Put some cushioning on it. I think I talked about this before. Put some kind of foam
What kind of cushion? A foam cushion.
Like
Okay.
find some foam and put some duct tape and wrap it up.
To alleviate your cheeks.
Yeah, and then you just
Or you're gonna get the crate marks in your ass.
Yeah, or if you don't, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So then you just take your crate when it's time to go. Hopefully, you take some gloves because somebody else probably pissed on it at some point while they're fucking taking their shit. But
Man, dude, that's pretty wild, Jared. I'm sorry you had to do that.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like shitting outdoors is probably easier than you think it is.
Well, I'm tempted to try that, but I will have to go to an undisclosed location.
Yeah, you gotta fucking go out to the middle of nowhere. Like you gotta dig your hole, and it's gotta be pretty deep.
You gotta dig a deep hole
because you don't want animals coming by digging it up and fucking toilet paper flying across wherever.
Mother Nature.
Yeah. You just dig the hole, take a shit, bury it.
What is going on right now, folks? That's what this is what we talk about.
That's what you do, man.
Well,
I said it before. You go down, like you're on the gun line. You got to go, like, was it 50 feet? At least 50. Is it 50 feet or 50 yards? I don't know. I think it's 50 yards. 50 yards from the gun line or wherever your position is, and take your piss wherever. If you got to take a shit, it's like 100 yards away. Go dig your hole, take a shit. Hopefully, if you're in a desert, you can get far enough away and maybe find a dry bush somewhere.
That seems
sit
more
behind.
Oh, sit behind the bush,
Yeah.
not in the bush.
No, hell
I was going
no.
to say, why would you want to sit
Have
in
you
the
ever
dry-
had a dry bush? Have you ever touched a dry bush in the desert?
Yeah, well, no, I haven't, but I would imagine it's extremely painful, especially near your sphincter, sir.
No, you sit behind it, so you use that so people can't. Like you walk far as fuck from.
So people cannot see you relieving yourself.
So, okay, so an artillery battery, it usually consists of 3. Well, it depends on the op, but 3 to 6 guns. Usually, if the full contingency is 6 guns, so you have 6 guns strapped like these big ass fucking howitzers. If you want to look it up, M19 or 8, I might throw one in there later.
Yeah, throw up a little
16 tons of fucking metal. So you have one gun here, that's gun 1. Then you have gun 2, I don't know, maybe fucking
over
there somewhere. You can see them, but they're still far as shit. And then you got gun 3, far, blah, 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 and so on down. So between the guns, and then you have the like motor T, and you have the FDC, which is the Fire Direction Control Center. They're the ones who get the call in from like the grunts up front or the airplanes or whatever. We're helping, I guess. So all that shit is around, So the pause is huge. It's called a pause, like because we're pausing until we get the next position to move forward or backwards or whatever. So you can't go in front of the gun line because artillery is going down range.
Yeah, well,
so you have to go either all the way back to the other side, or like out, like you basically you're walking front. If I was on the gun line because I was fixing the gun, so. If I'm on the gun line and I wanted to get outside all the way through the back, I'm probably going like 3 football fields.
Okay.
Damn, so that's a long way to fucking take a shit.
Damn, and if you really have to go, do you start jogging?
No, you go to, that's when, if you're on the gun line, you go to the sides. But then that's when you have to find bushes and shit.
The dry bushes.
And now,
that's the name of the episode.
Dry bushes.
Dry bushes.
That's a good one.
Sorry, we're so immature. Go ahead.
Now, that was in 29 Palms. That was in the desert. So, hot fucking California desert. Now, Japan's a little different. It's set up a different way. Like, we can't do certain things because it's not our land. But we can shoot stuff and still, but we can't shit out there. We could piss out there, but we can't, like, shit out there. We got to find or come back and find porta potties and all that shit.
Porta potties are probably the most nastiest things on earth.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think there was porta potties out there because I don't think that I had to dig a hole in Japan. And that soil over there is rich, so it's going to be hard to dig a hole in that motherfucker.
You're going to dig a hole in some rich soil to relieve your bowels.
Speaking of Japan.
Yeah, go ahead.
I watched this thing on Amazon called James May, Our Man in Japan. James May is the guy, one of the guys from Top Gear.
Okay, yeah, his name sounded super
familiar. The original
to me.
Top Gear, though.
Okay.
But then they started the show on Amazon, the Grand Tour, but they have their own shows separately. Like Jeremy has one where he does, like, he's running his farm in the summertime or like in the off period. That was a good one. That's on there too. I forgot that's one. James May owns a farm or some shit. I can't remember the name of it. But then this one was Jeremy Clarkson farming. That's his. But then there was the James May one where he's in. He goes to Japan. He starts at the northernmost part of Japan, Hokkaido, and then works his way down. Like Hokkaido's like wintry,
like terrain-ish or
weather? Like it's winter.
No,
like it's
okay.
cold up there.
Well, okay, that makes sense. Winter.
And then he works his way all the way down through like Fuji, and then Tokyo, and then also all the way down to the southernmost parts, which are like balmy and like tropical.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it's kind of cool because I've been to Japan twice, and I've been to most of the places that he showed on the show, but it was just cool to kind of get a look back at that. And I want to go again. Well, maybe when things clear up, I'll start trying to.
Yeah,
I would spend like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month out there.
As long as you give me the biggest sedative you got, I'll be there with you, buddy.
I mean, you can go if you want. That's a long ass flight.
Yeah, that's why I said, or excuse me, not sedative, sedative. My apologies.
It was from Cali because we took it from Southern California. We took a flight up to Anchorage, Alaska. That was 4 hours. From Anchorage, we flew to Okinawa. No, we flew. Yeah, we flew into Okinawa. Yeah, Kadena. So yeah, and then that was like another 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. So yeah, it's a long ass flight.
Okay,
and like you're just.
Yeah. I don't know about that there, partner. All right. You were using the word James earlier, and you know what rhymes with James? Bond. James Bond.
It doesn't rhyme.
It goes hand in hand with the word James.
It goes together, but it doesn't rhyme.
Shut the fuck up, Jared.
James and Ames go together.
And Bond and Wand also go together.
No, they don't. Technically, they don't.
Well, in terms of names, yes.
They're like what do they call it? They sound like they rhyme, but for two words to actually rhyme, it has to be the same letters at the end. So wand
and Bond rhyme.
No, they don't.
They do rhyme. What's wrong with you?
Bond is BOND.
I understand that, but
wand is WAND.
I know how to spell.
Okay, so
They rhyme.
They don't rhyme.
What the fuck?
Technically, sound wise, they do rhyme. Yes,
Okay.
but if you look it up,
Here, please look it up.
if you
Before I
look,
smother you with my feet.
smother me.
No,
Fucking
you sick
Bond
fucking-
and pond rhyme.
Okay, that I understand, but Bond also rhymes with wand.
What is it?
So while Jared's looking this up,
Is
folks,
a
the reason I brought James Bond up is because the new trailer, and we got another trailer I want to talk about too. Ooh, boy.
All right, stay where you're at.
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh, well, you said stay, so I thought
No,
you meant
I said
stop.
stay where. No,
Oh,
stay where you're.
okay, so
you're going off tangent.
the new James Bond trailer came out. It's No Time to Die, correct? That is the name of the
I
movie?
think so.
Yeah, that shit looks super badass.
But it's not the new trailer. What are you talking about?
Well, the trailer it's not new, but they just put it out again, and I forgot about it.
We did a whole review on the trailer.
That was a long time ago.
That was
a lot
almost
of
2 years ago.
beer has been drinking.
Drunken. Damn.
I was an English major, folks. I was.
If you say so. Hey, English major where? High school doesn't count. You don't really have majors in high school.
No, I went to college a little bit.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went to college.
How many classes did you take?
Like 4?
Oh, was that Nova?
Yeah.
Fucking hat's hurting my head already. Let's see.
You got a big ass dome, son. But anyway, so the new trailer is out, or not new. The trailer is out. I watched it again. It's coming out soon. It looks super badass. And then last night, while we were watching the football game, we were discussing, obviously, who the best Bond is, and we all unanimously agreed. Thank you, folks. I'm having an aneurysm. That Sean Connery is the best Bond. But then it came down to who's number 2. Is it Daniel Craig, who's the current Bond, or Pierce Brosnan, the one that some of us grew up with GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, those movies. And then I think me and Greg collectively agreed, I don't know where Jared stands on this, so it will be Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, and then Pierce Brosnan. Because Roger Moore does not count. Not to us.
Yeah, Roger Moore, he only did like a couple movies.
Yeah, he only did like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if he really counts.
I think part of being a Bond, you have to do at least. Yeah, because, Pierce Brosnan did 3, or did he do 4?
I think he did 4. So there's GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and I think there's one more. Or maybe he did only do 3.
What was the one with Halle Berry?
That is Tomorrow Never Dies?
Oh, my God. We're fucking us up.
I'm not fucking us up. Dude, there's so many James Bond
I
movies.
said we're fucking us up.
Oh, yeah. Well, even so.
But anyway, yeah, similar ending or sound. So we're both right.
Okay. So I'm glad that the internet has solved that mystery for us. But yeah, so the new James Bond movie looks super badass. But then yesterday, we got a trailer for something that I heard about a while ago, but wasn't expecting a trailer for anytime soon. Don't know why. I guess I don't really dig too much into that. The Matrix Resurrections trailer came out.
Oh, you mean the one that I posted on the fan page or the page for this podcast?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, that is the exact trailer that I'm discussing.
Just
okay, so the trailer looks super fucking cool. All right, the question is,
that's what you say. I'm not. I feel like there's a.
I just hope the movie's decent.
I hope it's decent, but I feel like the trailer was like they were pieced together different parts of different movies. You know what I'm saying? There were just some parts that looked super brand new and engaging, and some looked like it was just exact footage from one of the other movies.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but if anything, I am excited just in the sense of, one, it's a new Matrix movie. I mean, the Matrix, depending on how you feel about the other two, the Matrix Reloaded and, was it Revelations? Yeah.
He did 4.
So he did 4. Okay, so
GoldenEye, Die Another Day, Tomorrow Never Dies, and The World Is Not Enough.
The World Is Not Enough. Okay.
The world is not enough.
So I am intrigued by the trailer. It was really super cool though, just to bring the Matrix back, because we're gonna see now. This whole time, because obviously there's a lot of questions that have to be answered. Because if you watch the trailer, obviously, if you've seen the trilogy, which I would think most fans have, spoiler alert that Neo dies at the end of the third movie, and so does.
Spoiler alert, fucking 20 years later.
Well, you'd never know.
Nah,
We could have a young audience out there.
They should, like, if you're watching this show, you know we're talking about movies, and you should probably have seen The Matrix.
This is true. This is true.
Just saying.
And if you haven't, you should. But anyway, so Trinity dies, Neo dies, and then what it appears to be is a young Morpheus, played by a gentleman, I do not know his name. Please forgive me.
Oh, he's supposed to be a young Morpheus?
Well, that's the theory right now.
Yeah, so I was like, hold up. What are y'all, who came up with this theory?
Well, I was just reading shit online, that's all.
Oh, see, you're ruining it for yourself.
No, I mean, I kind of figure, he's got his glasses on. They're in the dojo.
They look the same. But,
so maybe he's his son or something like that.
I would probably.
We don't
tend
know
to
when
go
this
that.
movie is taking place.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but okay, if it's in the past though, how do they get? Well, I guess they probably would have just been beamed in from somewhere.
well, the reason I say that is because in the Matrix Online, which I believe is the game or the comic, I believe it's a game, which is it's canon. So Morpheus actually dies in that, and it's tied to like the original story, which is the trilogy. So that's why people were like, okay, so is this Morpheus' son? Is this a younger version of him?
Okay, the online thing though, who wrote that? Was it the Wachowski?
I don't know if they wrote
sisters now. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know who wrote
so
it, but it's
fucking
supposed to be.
weird.
Yeah, it's canon. Like I'm 100% positive. It's like sticking to the core material.
That's crazy. We grew up as them being the Wachowski brothers, and now they're the Wachowski sisters.
We're not going to talk about that, folks,
Why not?
because it makes me feel weird too.
They run the movie. That's their movie, or it's Lana Wachowski's movie now. There's Lana.
So, when did they do that?
That I don't know. I'm not gonna do all that research, but
Yeah, it might mortify us.
so yeah, siblings Lily. I don't know who's who, but they're all females. Wow. Now they're all women now.
Well, they made the Matrix, so they'll get a pass, and we're going to leave it at that.
I guess. How rich are the Wachowski brothers? This shit is still homophobic.
Net worth of $250 million. Man, what it would be like to just have $250 million, dude. I would like paint my body gold.
Larry and Andy. That was their names before. Now they're
Lana
and Lily.
Lily's the name of my cat.
Mm-hmm.
My cat's pretty cool, folks.
Was your
I'm not
cat
gonna-
formerly a dude?
I don't know. The only thing she does is purr and meow at me, so I have no idea.
It's a cat, bro.
Well, I don't know if it was a dude before. I don't think so. She's so
You
tiny.
missed the point. You
Well-
totally missed the point.
No. You're asking if she had balls, and I don't know.
Never
And nor
mind.
do I ever want to know if my cat once
the
had
film
balls.
releases stated as a direct sequel to the story established in the first film.
Huh. Wait, is it? Wait, well, it's established in the first film.
It says here, is The Matrix 4 a sequel? The film's press release states that The Matrix Resurrections is a direct sequel to the story established in the first film.
So the trilogy is established in the first film, though. So do you think that could be
The
worded?
first film is the first film.
I understand that, but it's established in the first film.
What? No, it says is a direct sequel.
Oh, I gotta take these glasses off.
To hear what I'm saying to you?
Yes. You never had to turn the volume down to look at where you're going?
That's just a focus thing. Because your brain can only focus on so many things at once.
And no wonder I'm this way. Okay, I'm gonna put these back on. And I'm gonna stop looking.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah, I saw it, a direct sequel. But I guess I was thinking, like, when it's established in the first film, I'm thinking that it just rolls into the trilogy.
No, it says.
I get it. You're right, if that's what you want to hear.
That's not what I want to hear. That's not what I'm just telling you what it says. Like, what else does that mean? It says The Matrix Resurrections is a direct sequel.
It is in italicized letters, too.
That's
No, it's in
That's
bold letter.
bold.
Bold, excuse me.
to the story established in the first film,
Here, click the Wikipedia for the new.
not films.
I could be right. I hope I'm right. Oh, and since we're talking about being right, me and Jared made a bet the other night that if Tom Brady goes to the Super Bowl this year, doesn't have to win it, I will have to, one, confess that he is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Which you've already done for the most part, but you're going to have to do it again.
And then I will have to wear
live on here, too.
Yeah, I have to do it live on here. And then I have to wear a jersey of his for a day, which will make me vomit profusely. So I'm going to borrow that from our good friend Sean.
And I think the Brady, the New England one would be the best one for you to wear.
It's still all garbage. So whatever.
It's not
whatever.
garbage.
Hey, you can't polish his turd, sir. It's still a piece of shit. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway,
when he gets that 8th joint this year,
then I'm just never watching football again. I will make it my sole mission to find this man and take him out. Like,
oh my God, damn, fucking motherfuckers hate greatness.
I don't hate greatness.
You need you will never see another phenomenon. Like that's like saying there's gonna be another Jordan.
No, I understand.
There will never be another Jordan. I don't care all these comparisons, what everybody has to say. Each person is their own individual. They're going to have their own fucking whatever. But to see somebody go as long as he has and win as much as he has and just command the fucking game the way he has and still be able to be like, y'all already know I got this shit.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's how much confidence he has in himself.
But I saw a headline on ESPN last night. I believe Shannon and Skip were talking about it.
No names.
Well, it's ESPN. But anyway,
I thought you were talking about somebody you were talking to.
No. Do you know somebody named Shannon and Skip that we hang out with?
I don't watch ESPN, so I don't care.
No, it was just a headline up there. And it was actually a very thought-provoking question. Has what Tom Brady does or has done or accomplished harder than what Michael Jordan had to do?
While I was saying what I was saying before, I was thinking about that.
It's a pretty tough question.
It's a tough question, but I don't really think you can
compare.
They're two different sports for one thing. Rules are different. Like that's like comparing fucking
apples to oranges.
No, I don't want to use that cliche. I was gonna say badminton to tennis.
Okay.
Not even. That's too close.
Yeah, they both have a racket. Ha ha!
And a
Sorry.
net.
And a net. The only thing lacking is a ball.
Yeah. You can't compare those two. But if you want to just say who has most championships, obviously Tom Brady wins. He's got 7 with 2 different teams. Jordan had 6 with 1 team and in less years.
Do you think football is a harder sport to win a championship in compared to basketball?
Well, any sport at that level is hard to win because everybody's fucking good.
Yeah.
Or elite level talent. So, like, I would say any of those top 4 leagues. Yeah. It's hard as fuck to win in those things.
Okay, so I just thought I'd ask you that question since we were kind of on the subject because I thought about it last night too. And I was like, that's a pretty thought-provoking question. Get your little, the molecules in your brain running, your cells.
Yeah, thank you for changing it.
Yeah, cells. Sorry.
Cells.
Sorry.
Although there are molecules there, but
sorry, it's been a long day. It's been a
long day.
So let me show everybody something. So a good friend of mine, a coworker of mine. Here, can you switch the camera back on, or is it still going?
It's on.
Okay, so if you guys can see this, coworker of mine.
This guy's trying to tell me how to run the equipment.
Well, I didn't know. I was looking at the Wikipedia.
Don't worry about what's happening.
Anyway, so he went to Africa, went to Kenya. He was there for about 2 weeks, and he brought me back this handmade giraffe. It's handmade, like out of wood and painted, beer bottle opener, which is really, really cool. So I wanted to say big thank you to him for giving this to me.
Did you see any giraffes while he was there?
He actually there's a video of him where I guess the little place he was staying. There's a video of him walking outside. He's got the camera, obviously the phone on his camera, looking at the ground as he's walking, and he just looks up, and probably from here to maybe to where my steps are, there's just his giraffe just chilling.
Oh, nice.
So he said he saw the animals. He did a bunch of other shit. He said he had a really, really good time and whatnot, but he brought me this back, so shout out to you, sir.
I got to go to Africa.
I will not use his name because he also believes the government is probably
spying on him.
Yeah, all of us. But that's a story for another time. So shout out to you, sir. Thank you so very much. I'm going to
thinks the earth is flat, too.
No, he does not. That's probably one of the first questions I did ask him.
So, hey, bro, you sound a little weird. You think?
Well, when we started talking about something, he was like, here, just come over here. And I was like, all right. He was like, this is how I feel about this. And then he told me, and I was like, oh, you're one of these people. I was like, do you think the Earth is flat? And he was like, no, that's ridiculous. And I was like, okay.
Conspiracy theorist.
Hey, man, the world may never know.
Oh, they'll know just years later.
Yeah, when we're like in the Earth and stuff.
Like the Bay of Pigs and all that stuff. And what was it? MK Ultra, all that stuff. Have you looked up all that stuff?
The Bay of Pigs, I'm aware of that. The MK Ultra, I don't think I'm too familiar
I
with.
forgot what it was. We can look it up.
Thank God for the internet, folks.
But let's not forget about the CIA putting drugs into LA. That's well known and documented.
And they probably put those milk crates there, too.
And unclassified now.
But, yeah, so look up this MK Ultra thing. I'm kind of curious. Because I've been kind of curious about some things lately.
That was an MK Ultra strand? What kind of strand is that?
So let's see what this is.
History, MK Ultra. Let's see. Was a CIA project.
For mind control.
In which the agency conducted hundreds of clandestine experiments, sometimes on unwitting U.S. citizens.
Are we all guinea pigs?
Of course we are. If you're not one of the super rich, then yes, you are.
Well, hopefully we're super rich one day.
One day.
Then we'll give. Oh man, we don't want to sign up for the fucking History Channel newsletter.
Oh, wow, relax.
No.
Would
you do it though?
Would I do what? The newsletter? No. I get enough fucking emails from everybody. Sometimes unwitting U.S. citizens to assess the potential of use for LSD and other drugs for mind control, information gathering, and psychological torture. Yeah, that's what your government was at work.
So what were they trying to do? Create like super soldiers or something?
Mind control, bro.
Well, yeah, but to do what? I guess obviously
To
to control.
control-
I thought it was like for one specific purpose to use the mind control for.
Well, that and it says mind control, information gathering, and psychological torture.
Oh.
So, like, if you find a spy, it said sometimes unwittingly U.S. citizens, but if you find a spy from another country here and you want to get the information they have, they would fucking use LSD or other drugs to try to get the information out of them.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Or torture their fucking ass if they're like a prisoner of war.
But this is considered as conspiracy theory, correct?
This ain't no conspiracy.
So this is real.
This is the History Channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. But, you can find conspiracies on the History Channel.
No, this is a real.
Okay.
This is why I'm bringing it up. I'm not bringing it up just because the Earth is flat. I'm not bringing that up. I'm bringing this up because this is, as I said before, this is documented and unclassified information now. That's why it's out.
I see. Okay.
There's other shit that's probably like the CIA putting drugs in L.A. That's documented. I forgot what the actual operation is called. And then the Bay of Pigs. That was what was the red flag one that had something to do with the Bay of Pigs? Well, the Bay of Pigs, they were trying to take out Castro, or was it Batista? One of the two. Anyway,
I've always thought it was Castro, to my knowledge.
well, Batista was right before Castro.
Okay.
And I think Castro kind of overthrew them. But so yeah, it probably is Castro. So they were trying to take him out, and to do that, what they did was they infiltrated American troops and dressed them up like Cuban rebels, or whatever, and tried to attack the Bay of Pigs and try to take over, and didn't work, and they got found out. So yeah.
And now they're gone.
Who's gone?
I was just saying that. Is it raining?
Or
Or is that the wind?
That's probably the fan, RJ.
Oh. Are you sure? You don't hear that?
I hear
Oh.
that's the fan.
Oh, man. I've never heard it before, so. Anyway. Sorry. I'm losing my mind,
Yeah,
folks.
we can't do a podcast on Fridays anymore.
Of course we can. We're doing it right now.
I see.
So
I see.
let me get into some game stuff real quick because games are cool. So today, the new Life is Strange, I think it's called True Colors, I believe, is launching. getting rave reviews. It is for Xbox, PlayStation 5, PS4. I believe it's on PC as well.
Tell people what that is, because I've never heard of this game.
Well, Life is Strange is a series. It's not wildly like popular in terms of like mainstream success.
I agree.
Well, you don't shut up. Anyway, there's story-driven games where each game is different, where it follows a different character. You have some sort of supernatural power, and you make choices, and there's consequences throughout the games, and they're just very compelling.
So it's a role-playing game.
It's like a third-person action or
No.
third-person, I guess, adventure game,
What's
so to
that shit
speak.
called? Choose Your Own Adventure. That's like those books that you used to get.
And whatnot. So that's coming out.
And whatnot.
They are also doing. A remake or a remastered, of Alan Wake, which was made by Remedy Games, which came out in 2010. Where you this was
Played it.
You played Alan Wake, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So super cool game where you're author. I was about to say photographer, and the town.
But don't you take a lot of pictures too?
I do believe you take pictures in the game, but it centers around your author and everything, and you kill things with a flashlight. There's a shotgun. Really, really cool. Very dark game. They're re-releasing that October 5th. Very excited. Far Cry 6, is coming out October 7th. Oh my God, my brain is going to explode.
6 people. 6.
Well, Far Cry games are fun.
I think it's time to move on.
No. Have you ever played Far Cry?
I don't remember, man.
You would like it. I know you would like it.
I played a lot of games that I don't remember playing them.
Okay. And then the big one for me and for everybody out there is December 8th, Halo Infinite is finally coming out. And I am super stoked for that. It needs to be good. It has to be good.
Well, I'll just stick to my new game that I've been playing.
Yeah, so,
I have now joined Steam. I don't know if you
which is a great service, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I haven't joined it. I just bought a game off of there because you can only play it. I guess this game is on Xbox, but you can play it on Steam also on PC.
Okay.
But then I ended up buying a controller, like one of those wired Xbox controllers, because trying to play with the keyboard on it, the game you can tell is built for using a controller, a joystick, but so I had to do that. But I was playing that again today with the joystick, and I was like, oh, this is much easier. And I was just so the game is called Car Mechanic Simulator 2021.
2021. All right.
And basically, you start out as you have a garage, you're a new mechanic, and you take orders. People bring their cars. You can take certain orders, and you can fix their cars. You got to find out what's wrong with it. Like there's a story mode where they'll bring it in and be like, yeah, my car's doing this. Like you read the whole thing. It's like my car's doing this and blah blah blah. I've taken it to somewhere else, and they told me like real life shit.
Okay.
I've taken it somewhere else, and they can't figure it out, and blah blah blah. So then you go in, and you have to go and look and see what's wrong with the car. Like, why is this not doing this? Why is it not doing that?
Let me ask you.
Replace the parts. You got to order the parts. And then,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can you fuck the car up? Can you repair it wrong? And then they bring it back?
I have not encountered that. I'm a level 5 mechanic right now, whatever that means. But you can tell they're getting progressively harder. The storyline anyway.
Now, what kind of cars are you working on? Is it?
Well, they're all made up cars.
Okay.
Because I guess for brand name stuff, but
that makes sense.
I bought this pack that came with it. It was like an extra $5. There's Nissan cars, which I'm a Nissan head, so I was like, yeah, I want the Skyline, I want the GTR, I want all the Nissan cars.
Okay.
So I actually get to work on those, but it's cool and then the higher you go, you can expand your cars. You can go to junkyards, buy cars, build them up, and then sell them to people to get more credit or basically you have more money. And then you get experience points for working on the car. So it's pretty, it's cool. I'm kind of addicted to it. Like I was playing it right before I came over here.
Hey man, that's what games are for. They're supposed to be an escape from reality. Yeah. All right.
Well, no, it's like reality. It's just I don't have to get my hands dirty or lift all the shit.
Well, this is true, but still, it's just it takes you away for a while, so to speak. That's the beauty in those things. And then last but not least, with the gaming stuff, starting Tuesday, running for 2 weeks, is the Apex Legends new event for this season.
Enough with the Apex.
No, because it's a great game.
That's the only game you play for real.
No, it's not. Lately, I've actually been playing Gears this week for all you Gears of War fans out there because they have
old Gears of War?
No, Gears 5. But they have a 5 times EXP event for the 2-year anniversary of the release. And if you know Gears, and for the people that do know Gears, the leveling in that game is a grind. It takes forever to level up. So when you can get 5 times the amount of experience for doing something simple.
They had to put that in because they know how hard it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they know. They know what they're doing. And achievement-wise, it is probably a game I will never complete. That's how much of a grind it is. I know one person who has fully completed it, and they have 150 days played in game time, which is crazy. I've never amassed that amount of time in any game ever.
Ridiculous. Imagine how many times you're waiting in the lobby or some shit, or you're just waiting for the game to load.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you, man. When I saw his time played, it like baffled me because I think the most time I've ever had played in a game in particular was probably the original Modern Warfare, and I probably had like 16 days played.
Yeah,
but that's over the course of a year and things of that. It's not like all in like one.
This 150 something days, like.
The guy basically has 6 months or so into a game that's been out for 2 years.
I know, but he's been playing for damn near 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, they release more content as the game's been out. Yeah, new achievements and things like that. So I've never met this guy. He lives in I believe he's in Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. A super cool dude. So I don't know what he does.
Under the green laddie's eye.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of time played in it. So if I ever need help, he's always willing to help. So super cool dude.
But you know him though?
I don't know him personally.
Oh, then.
But I've played with him. Yeah, of course.
So how you gonna talk? Oh, you've played with him.
Yeah. I mean, when you play video games with people for a while enough, it's like, hey, where do you live? What do you do? Are you a weirdo? And that's how those conversations go.
Cool story, dude.
It is a very cool story. Those guys are my friends.
Way across the pond. You should do one of those visit things like that people do sometimes. They'll visit their people who they've been playing years online with but never met them before.
No, I've done. We actually have somebody here coming down in November. We've already hung out once before, but that was years ago. Shout out to a Manticore. You know who you are, sir. You know who you are. Hello, John.
Oh,
yeah, hello, John. Yeah. A Manticore is how I met him.
Oh.
No, it was a Billabong legend, I believe it was.
Billabong? Was he a surfer too?
No, Billabong legend. I don't know. He's got the mind of a madman when it comes to creating gamer tags. I know. Jared's yawning. So,
I'm freaking tired.
We're all tired. No, I know. We're all tired. The week is here. The weekend is upon us. The weather's getting nicer.
I'm gonna be nicer,
dude. Well, I like the fall time.
What are you talking about,
dude? Well, it's I like fall time. So the weather today I thought was perfect. It felt like fall. It felt like football.
It felt like bullshit.
No,
it felt fine, but I don't like the coolness in it. I don't know. I'm a tropical.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I like that stuff too. But in terms of seasons, this is my favorite season of the year.
Hawaii weather is the best weather, hands down.
Okay, well, I have yet to go there.
You should.
I probably should.
Because there's no real winter.
That's a good point.
Just get sunshine every day.
Get your vitamin D, folks.
Sometimes you'll get rain. But that's why everybody's so nice there, because it's fucking always sunny.
Yeah, and they're living on an island.
I don't think the island has anything. Well, yeah, if there's only so many people you can know.
Well, yeah, I guess that's kind of my point. It's like everybody knows everybody. It's like a little community, kind of thing. All right.
Bada.
I like bada.
I didn't say butter. I said bada.
I know. It was meant to be a joke, which is obviously not funny. Oh, see, it didn't want you to. Is it breaking? Oh, I see what you thought you were a DJ for a second. Fucking dickhead. But that's okay. That's all right. Oh, look, the beer is getting low.
Well, you have another one over there.
I don't think I'm going to drink it.
Oh.
I think I'm going to hold off on that. just to be on the safe side.
And with that being said, it's a short one this week, ladies and gentlemen, because,
Yeah,
it's late.
it's late. We're here in my basement.
Just want to make sure you got your fix for the week, because we know we weren't here last week, but hey.
We're here for you, folks.
We'll be here. September's kind of a busy month for specifically me, so
We'll do what we can. We will keep you updated and informed. My birthday is in 2 weeks, so please send me gifts. It doesn't have to be anything, but a gift.
you should set up a Cash App and put your Cash App on.
I do have a Cash App. It's $ Doughboy Magic with a K.
There you go. Give him something for his birthday.
If somebody actually sends me money, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna send it back.
I'm gonna put the link in the description.
No, then I'm gonna sound like a needy poor bastard.
Yeah, you know how many people do that shit.
I don't do that shit.
First of all, this is a show people will do that for.
Okay, well this is true, but I don't know. It's weird to me.
I'm gonna set up. Well, the Patreon's already set up, but I gotta figure out how to get people to need some donations. If y'all want to if y'all want us to keep doing this every week, we need some donations.
Yeah, we need your money. Jared does. I mean, I said we,
Let's say Jared does.
Okay.
We, because that
includes Oliver. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right here, this guy.
That's how we keep the shit running. Like, what would be the point of us doing it another 300 times and not getting anything out of it?
I don't know, for satisfaction.
That's gonna be self-satisfactory to you.
I don't know. You're asking me questions I do not have answers for.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, of course. One day we want to get paid to do this shit, but that requires you folks.
Well, if you're gonna go the independent route, you're gonna have to pony up some donations. Matter of fact, let's set up a GoFundMe.
Don't set up a GoFundMe.
Why?
Dude, if we're going to do that, we have to do it to where I'm laying on the ground and there's holes in my pants.
No, we'll
support RJ.
We'll come up with something that is so great that people will want to donate to. So we're going to have to brainstorm on what we can give the people who.
Can we donate the donated money? I'm just asking.
You're totally missing the point of this.
No, I'm not missing the point of it.
Why would you donate the donated money?
Because for a good cause. So if you give us enough money, we can donate it to a good cause.
So why can't they just donate it to their own cause that they want?
That's also a very valid point. So with that being said, folks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 104.
Subscribe.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like, share, comment, and subscribe of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Hit the like button.
Get that little bell going off.
Yeah.
When you're watching those weird YouTube videos like I do.
So if you're listening to this on the audio part, whatever podcast platform you're using, and you enjoyed what you heard, please subscribe and review on iTunes. Thank you.
You're welcome. We will see you guys next week.
Why is he entering?
I don't know. It just came abruptly. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and our good friend Oliver, who is always here with us. Until then, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and be safe, folks. It's a crazy world out there. Football season is upon us. A lot of video games are coming out. I'm going to lose my absolute fucking mind.
And don't play with yourself so much.
I'm
not talking about you.
Okay, yep. So, we'll see you guys next week.
You know who you are.
Who are you?
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something if you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist